if I understood you correctly, please immediately interrupt me if I missed the point. But if I fully understand you, one of your big bad boys, big enemies is this idea of the block universe. Past, present, future, they all in some sense exist. It is only because of our limitation that we think there is time and so on and so on.
It's just silly. I can't. I have some friends who have that view and I respect them for it. But I really don't think they've thought it through. I think time is ever happening, ever passing. The time is composed of events. Events are the shortest thing that changes, the shortest changing thing that changes.
Oh,
you connect. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, let me just say that many of these thoughts about time come also with a long-time collaboration with somebody in your domain, Roberto and Miguel Angel. And Roberto, if you know him, is a powerfully made intellect, and he took over making the philosophy of time and quantum mechanics by basically showing me, this is maybe 15 years ago, that everything that I was doing was built on a contradiction. And then he said, can we write a book about this? And I said, sure. We didn't really write a book together. We wrote 2 books together, which she realized is much harder than writing 1 book together. Or much easier, sorry. Writing 2 books is much harder than writing 1 book. You've got two strong-willed collaborators. So we have a book in common, Roberto and I, from Cambridge University Press, and that's where I put a lot of my thoughts about time as they were developing.
But the classical argument against space is that, there is no absolute space, every spatial distance is relative. So, against Newton, there is not one big encompassing space in which things dwell. But when you talk about time, do you also disperse time in this way? There is not one enveloping cosmic time. There are multiple relational times. How do you stand on this?
I'm not resolved on this. This is a really hard question because there's a lot of evidence for special relativity, and special relativity is true and powerful. Yet, if we follow some of the logic that I've been sketching, then you can go back and say that there's a simultaneous reality to whether this particle could be correlated with this particle or not. And it's a puzzle, and I have pieces of it sometimes. I'm not in a phase when I go through phases, and I'm not one of my time phases. So you're not going to get the sharpest version of me. But I'll do my best here.